Good afternoon, Princess. It is a beautiful, bright day here in Central Florida, and I am at SeaWorld charging up. There's Miss Liberty all the way back there, all alone at the end of the parking lot, soaking up some electrons for my trip to Busch Gardens tomorrow, where I'm going to, I guess, finish the Mardi Gras food items that they have. 17 punches. I got that free one. And that's close to the number of offerings they have. So I'm actually going to be able to finish a food festival. Sounds quite impressive. Happy about that. And spent a little bit of time over at the fast charger. And just going to top off here for, I don't know how long that takes. And something I've been talking about doing, talking to myself, is, yeah, I could just come out here, charge up, and ride roller coasters. Okay, well, I'm finally actually doing that. I did do it once before. Okay, park is, well, you can see that. Probably not packed, but the weather's really nice, and probably going to be a fair amount of people in here, which is pretty good. It's weird when it's empty, and it's, well, nobody likes it when it's full, so hopefully today's a good mix. And since it's the first time I'm visiting this month, gotta check for any new bennies. Then again, it could be completely empty. As usual, no problem getting into the park, and I'm on my way over to ride probably Empire of the Penguin first. Forget what it's called. It always has a long line, and even though the park is not terribly busy today, there probably will still be a wait, but you know, I waited yesterday for Mine Train, and it was very enjoyable, so you know what? I think I'll do that today. We'll see. Now, I don't know. Again, I was reminded of some random thing, and particularly something I say quite frequently, and that's all knowledge devolves from Star Trek. Yes, I am a huge Trekker, and something you will learn to love, and hopefully you will learn to love as much as I do, because it is a tremendous teaching tool. And really, it's not that all knowledge devolves from Star Trek. It's just that over the years, they've had the opportunity to capture so many ideas and things and situations that they've really set a good example for so many things and provided kind of a learning experience. And because the sci-fi writers in the genre, not just Star Trek, can explore so many different scenarios, because they're not confined to what only happens here on Earth, they can, I don't know, pre-answer some questions for us. And what I was reminded of is something that happened on another amazing television show that was killed way before its time. Thank you, Fox. And that's Firefly. You see, during this nonsense that's going on, we have a situation where the governments of the world want us all to start taking this experimental chemical with I don't know, not a whole lot of proof or evidence that it works or is effective, or most importantly, doesn't cause any weird side effects. Now, I don't know, when the government really wants you to do something, definitely always be suspicious first. Very suspicious. And this is something that was covered in Firefly, and in a very good, not so subtle way, at least not so subtle for me, though sadly I think it may have gone over the heads of a lot of people, because yeah, very, very similar situation. Yes, Empire of the Penguin, and it is only 20 minutes. I will definitely take that. Now we are instantly in the penguin habitat because the attraction itself is not running. Was looking forward to it. Just saw a video on this attraction, and it's been a while, maybe a year, actually more than a year, since I actually have ridden, and ridden? It's cold in here, and I'll stop saying actually. Since I've been here, which is about a half an hour now, I haven't seen either Mako or Manta operate, and I don't know, I can't really see, but it doesn't even look like the lift is running. Okay, mystery solved. The lift merely operates very slowly, presumably until the train is dispatched. All right, she is operating. Maybe we will catch a ride, but no guests. Huh. Always a great ride on Mako, and I'm over here by Journey to Atlantis, which is closed for maintenance. should only be a couple weeks, which is fine. It's a water ride. It's very cold, so probably the best time to do that. And gonna go get a ride on Manta next. The thing is, in Firefly, the Reavers were a threat, a constant threat to our heroes. They would always kind of show up and make trouble, and we never really knew a whole lot about them. They were never shown, just their ships and how they were built and kind of scavenged and thrown together. Wow, okay. And we never really knew much about the Reavers, other than they were kind of mutant space pirates. I think we did know that, although I don't remember how, but they were a group that you didn't want to mess with, didn't want to have any contact with, and, avoid, kind of, at all costs. And I think we also knew that they were from the solar system, meaning they weren't like aliens or anything like that. They were the mutant subsect of humans. And through the television series, they were all very, very mysterious, very menacing, and a lot of people wondered, I think they did talk about this openly in the series, the characters, like, what happened? Where did they come from? How did this happen? But we never really found out until the movie, which was also really good. I never noticed this before, but now I'm wondering, why is there netting over there, but none right here? Manta is fun as always. A little bumpy, but that's okay. Especially, it wasn't bumpy especially today, but today was a good day to ride because it was essentially a walk-on. And very exciting, they are over there and in other areas of the park getting ready for the Seven Seas Food Festival, which is going to last about 3 months. So not the same pressure I feel to go to Busch Gardens, because that I think only lasted maybe 4 weeks. Starts this weekend, and I'm going to make a visit on Saturday. It's a theme park bunny. Don't see those too often. Usually just little squirrels and birds. Hello, theme park bunny. I decided to take a refresher before riding Infinity Falls, which is right here behind me. First time in, you know what? It may be 2 years, a year and a half? Not really sure, but I do know it's been a while, because the line for this is always very, very long. It is a terrific attraction. And today is a good day. It is cool, but it's very dry. And it's not really cold anymore. And I am done charging, I guess. So if I do get too wet, I can just go home. So basically now or never. In the movie Serenity, we did learn something about the origin of the Reavers and how they came about. And I think we knew this too, they were from a particular planet that was shrouded in secrecy. It was outlawed, you couldn't go there. So that just, added to the mystery of the Reavers. But our heroes had to venture there for some reason, and they encountered the origin of the Reavers and a lot of dead people also. Well, it turns out they discovered, I don't remember how, but it doesn't matter, that the Reavers are humans that were subject to, let's just say, mass poisoning by the system-wide government. Basically, the government was trying to develop a chemical that they could add to the air, so everybody would breathe it, that would make the population docile and compliant. Well, this had the side effect, I'm sure it was unintended, of creating basically a bunch of almost cannibalistic mutant zombies. I mean, who could have foreseen that, really? All right, and now, like I said, during this current nonsense, we're all being asked to inject ourselves with a brand new chemical that was developed in less than a year, did some testing, but not really a whole lot, let's be honest. And that's supposed to solve all our problems, to get things back to normal. I don't know. Like I said, when governments want everybody to do something, be suspicious. Be very, very suspicious. There's nobody behind me in the queue. That was a terrific ride on Infinity Falls. First time in a while. The water is a bit cold, but since the sun is out, it is actually not too bad. I am not wet. I would just describe myself as, I don't know, maybe a little moist. Let's try one more go. And as usual, a very fun ride on Mako. I know I say, as usual, a super fun ride, but they're all super fun rides. And we're gonna have so much fun. And that's another great day at SeaWorld. Came to charge and ride, right? Like a park and ride, except the highly privileged version, right? Well, I know, I just thought of that thing for today, and, it's not just that story, but, science fiction and reading and watching science fiction, nothing wrong with that, is a really great tool to learn not only how people think, but, like, how people react in certain situations, because, the writers, they have to write believable stories, and, that's why a lot of science fiction is very grounded in reality, because if not, it wouldn't go anywhere because people would think it was just stupid. We're seeing that in Star Wars right now, by the way, so it is definitely a thing. And, I just hope you, I don't know, I hope you don't think it's like too weird or nerdy and enjoy some of the things that I've enjoyed over the course of my very, very long life. Well, here I am at Miss Liberty. She's still alone in the parking lot. Been charging here for, 3 hours, I think, and she's at 95%, which is more than enough to get to Busch Gardens. Too bad I couldn't stay. I think the park is closing soon, so I don't know, I won't be able to get those last, 3.5 kilowatt hours of complimentary energy from the very generous and very fun SeaWorld. But that's why I'm thankful for my problems.